So if you guys weren't aware, I have to film most of my videos in the morning. I still have a 9 to 5 job, at least until the crypto bull market, right, guys? But that's neither here nor there. So I have to film these in the morning. So I don't know whether this Shibarium launch was in fact announced or not. But there's a key point that I want to make when it comes to Shibarium. And it's about tempering your expectations, not in terms of price, but in terms of activity and burns. Now, I've said this in, comments and stuff before. I think I've mentioned it in videos a few times, but I wanted to make something a little more dedicated when it comes to this. When Shibarium launches, I'm not expecting instant massive activity on the network. Now, the reason why I say that is you have to think about how long it takes for some of these networks to ramp up. It's not like when Shibarium goes live, we instantly have all these projects that are live. The infrastructure isn't completely in place, right? There's still stuff that we're going to be waiting on for a little period of time. And that's why I want to make sure that people don't get discouraged by the network activity right at launch. I've said many times, I think it's important to wait probably about 6 months or so. I think in 6 months, we'll have a really good gauge of how successful Shibarium is. The reason why I say that is by that point, there'll be plenty of time for businesses to integrate Shibarium. We'll obviously have the metaverse launch, which is going to be happening later this year. Shiba Swap 2.0 will be out. The market will be in a little bit better situation. 6 months from now, we'd be in what, February? We'd be at least in Q1 of next year. And I've talked about the potential bull market starting sometime either in Q4 or Q1. It's going to depend obviously on what the economy is doing. But at that time, there's going to be so many things in terms of launches and infrastructure in place in terms of the Shiba Inu ecosystem that will have a good gauge of what Shibarium is in fact going to do. Now, not only that then, but then ahead of us, we'll obviously have the Bitcoin halving and alt season and all these times where you should actually see this huge burst in activity. That's when you'd really see a lot of these big burns, a lot of the big use, and even more building happening when it comes to Shibarium. That's the time where it could in fact make a push at becoming the largest layer 2 chain in the entire crypto ecosystem. So obviously it's got a big goal ahead of it trying to tackle, Polygon. Obviously I don't even know if that's their goal period, but I think it is possible. Obviously Shiba Inu's got huge optics. It right away already has more holders than Matic has. And that's where I think there's huge potential in the space. As long as people actually want to come and build on Shibarium, which I think they will after it's established and they can see what the team is doing. They know the fact that it's decentralized. All these are big points of attraction to those that want to build and create for the space. So 6 months, guys, from whenever this announcement is, whenever it goes live, give it 6 months. And by that time, you should know whether it was a big explosion or a big flop. So I appreciate you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Show your support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.